Welcome to the TMZ Podcast. I'm Branson Quirke.
I'm Stephanie Williams.
And we are here again filling in for Charlie Cotton and Charlie Neff. Again, Charlie Cotton is on vacation. And like I said yesterday, Charlie Neff is one of the busiest people in the building.
Love her.
And our mornings are so busy here. We're always breaking news.
The office is insane right now. We're breaking news, stories flying.
Right. All of this Diddy things are kind of coming to a head here. Things are coming to a close. The defense has rested the case as well as the prosecution just yesterday, and closing arguments are tomorrow. So that's what we're going to be starting with. And we'll also talk about this insane story. I have to be honest, I didn't really know much about this guy, Liver King, before this. He's an influencer who's jacked. In the past, he was called out. Right. This guy's jacked. I mean, I would love to look like this guy, but he was arrested for terroristic threat against Joe Rogan.
Of all people.
Right. Did not expect this on my bingo card today.
Right.
And then we'll finish it. Taylor Swift.
Woo.
Surprise performance.
Yeah.
Out in Travis Kelce's tight end university.
Right. Support
so that was pretty cool to see. I was wondering, did she charge anybody tickets to come inside?
I'll let you know.
I don't know. By the way, Steph, how is your week going?
It's going great. What about you?
It's okay. You know, I have to say this, everybody.
What I did to you on accident?
I have to say, Steph is a part of our social team. She's a digital video producer, and she makes videos. She goes around the office, and she takes videos essentially of us eating Selena Gomez's cookies. So this week, I had a Selena Gomez cookie to try it, and I have a heart problem.
I sent him to the hospital.
I have a heart problem. I can't have chocolate, any type of caffeine, sugar, too much of that, or I'll go into SVT and AFib.
I feel guilty for sure, but you didn't tell me.
I had the cookie, not thinking. I swallowed the cookie, and that night I told her this would happen. I went into SVT, paramedics showed up, and they fixed my heart and everything. We're good now.
Mind you, after cookie is already in mouth, he's like, I might go to the hospital tonight. I'm like, oh.
But go check out the video. It's on Instagram.
Yeah, it's funny. We did Benson Boone his crumble cookie collab last week, so we're gonna do those more often.
So she makes great content here. She's amazing. Well, let's get into it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Diddy, as we have been extensively reporting, things wrapped up yesterday. The defense and the prosecution have rested their case. The jury is off today until tomorrow. Closing arguments are scheduled for then. So this thing is coming to an end pretty quickly here, and possibly we may even have a verdict by the end of the week or even next week. It's unclear how long deliberation might take, but TMZ did obtain this exclusive. This is really interesting. In a stunning move, the day before closing arguments, prosecutors have pulled back on some key testimony during the trial, specifically attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and aiding and abetting sex trafficking. Prosecutors said in a letter to the judge that the government is following his honor's instructions to streamline the jury's instructions. They mentioned Capricorn Clark, Cassie, Diddy, and it's unclear the details behind this, but what it seems like here, and is what I just said, they're just trying to streamline this.
They're basically, like, the prosecutors are prioritizing what they can confidently prove innocent. Like, they're making it easier for the jury to, like, simplify it. So you take it all and just simplify it for the jury.
Right. I mean, and especially in a high-profile case like this, I would assume that they have to make sure everything that they're presenting to the table can be proved, that there's enough evidence. And there's just been so much talk online about the evidence that's been presented. A lot of people feel it's not strong. A lot of people think that it is strong. So it'll be really interesting to hear the closing arguments tomorrow. And
and dropping the charges sounds like it doesn't mean innocence. It just means like simplifying.
And just to put a note on that, they are not dropping charges per se, but they're just scaling back key elements, and they're instructing for these different things: attempted kidnapping, attempted arson, and so forth.
What were you telling me that was the longest time that people were on jury?
As I was wondering how long this deliberation could go, so I went on the internet and I looked up what is the longest jury deliberation in history, and from what I looked up, it said 4 months or so.
Right, so they want to simplify it. They want to come to a decision, and this is like their way to do it.
And again, Steph and I, we're not lawyers.
No,
we actually have a podcast called Behind the Bar. You can go watch at the end of the day. Each day we go live and talk directly.
Not us. The lawyers have a podcast.
Yes, Jason and Derek, the TMZ lawyers, they talk all about the details of this case. And in the comments, guys, reminding you guys, we are live. So let us know what you think about this case.
Yeah.
If you think Diddy's going to get off, how long you think maybe he'll go to prison for, Steph, how long do you think Diddy's going to get off possibly? What do you
No,
think?
I think they're going to try their hardest to, like, especially because it's so public. Like, I really believe that he's going to get at least
You think?
20.
I will say he has a very strong legal team. A very strong team.
I don't think they're strong
Jeannie
enough.
Garagos powerhouse team.
Yeah,
Here. Mark
I don't think they're
Agafilo.
strong enough.
All right, well, moving on to our next
Moving
story.
on to our next story.
You'll have to fill me in a little bit
I will.
about this guy, the Liver King.
Mm-hmm. Now, I want you
go
to
ahead.
picture this guy. There is not an ounce of body fat on him. His videos, content-wise, is him eating raw meat, hyper masculine. He is just like, the photo I'm looking at currently is like him with a animal head on top of him, and he's shirtless, zero body fat, super buff, that whole thing.
He kind of looks like Jason Momoa a little bit. Same build a little bit.
But
when
not
he's
as
in his,
sexy.
Sure.
Right.
Right on. Well, so the Liver King went on social media, went on Instagram and posted a video which now led to his arrest of a terroristic threat against Joe Rogan. He calls him out in this video. We have it right here. We'll play it for you right now.
Joe Rogan, I'm calling you out. My name's Liver King. Man to man. I'm picking a fight with you. Yeah. I have zero training in jiu-jitsu. You're a black belt. You should dismantle me. But I'm picking a fight with you. Your rules. Whatever you want me to weigh, I'll weigh it. I weighed 190 this morning. I'll come to you whenever you're ready. Whenever you're ready to go. I'm on a vibration plane, by the way. That's what I'm shaking off.
Oh, like I can't even. What am I even watching here?
Right.
This guy's got like a big
Animal
looks like
head.
an automatic weapon in his hand on the left side, and some other gun in the right hand.
Right. So he's holding weapons. He has an animal head on top of his head. He's like, there's weird music playing in the background. Like, this is clearly a threat, and that's why this is all like going down. But
He's calling out Joe Rogan. He wants to go up against Joe Rogan, it sounds like. He actually posted multiple videos on Instagram, but just this one, he was specifically calling out Rogan. And so he's being charged with making a terroristic threat, which is a misdemeanor, and is being held in Travis County Jail on a $20,000 bond. And what we know, and this is probably the most disturbing part of this, is that he actually showed up to Texas. He said he actually posted a video documenting his arrival in Austin and his intent to confront Joe Rogan, even stating that he might be arrested. So he was even aware that himself might be arrested.
yeah, in the
He was.
videos, he seems pretty unstable, I would argue. Like, it's not, he doesn't look like his normal videos, but they're not too different, if that makes sense. Like, his content, if that makes sense. Like, he's clearly, I'm not sure if it's him. I don't know. It just seems like calling out Joe Rogan means that you have intent to like get views. Does
Sure.
that make sense? Like, I don't
I mean,
think
a lot
he's
of people
actually
don't like Joe Rogan.
Right.
I understand that. And
I get
a
it.
lot of people don't like him. But this is risky to post yourself with guns in your hand, then document going to the place where Joe Rogan is.
But do you think it's him trying to get content, or do you think it's him actually wanting to fight Joe Rogan?
I don't know, because when I watch this video, I'm getting a little bit of, our associate producer just put up a thing like this.
He doesn't look stable.
He
Like,
does
I
not
literally
look
wrote down in my
stable.
note, like he looks a little emotional as well. Like, something looks, I would say it's for content, but the way that he is presenting himself, I'm
Sure.
like, there's a deeper meaning here.
Well, if you look at the video, this is only 35 seconds of it. It's like a 2-minute long video, and he's kind of spacing out. He's looking around. He's got this music playing, this animal thing on his head. But this guy has a history. I was talking
Right,
to
I
our
was
associate
just gonna
producer
say
about
that.
this. He has a history, and he was called out in the past for using steroids and repeatedly
$11K
denied
a
it.
month on them, by the way. Like, they were like,
$11,000 a month?
yeah,
Oh,
on
man.
steroids. So, and then he like,
I only spent $1,000 on that. I'm just kidding.
that's funny.
Well, I mean, I don't know here.
But picture this. Let's say he is taking steroids, okay? Because he has in the past. We're not saying that he is, but that could mess with your brain a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, especially because in his little rant right here to Joe Rogan, he's saying like his weight. He's saying that Joe Rogan is more qualified to beat him up when he's challenging him right now. I don't know. I think it's a mix. I think he wants content because I couldn't think of better content for views.
I agree. I
than
mean,
this.
we're talking about it right now.
We don't know how he's doing on money,
Right.
and
Right.
yeah.
I mean, this guy,
Is it worth it to get the content? Like, let's say he made, we know influencer and like content creators make a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, this video makes him $20K. Is it worth the arrest for you?
No, this is not worth a terroristic threat arrest on your.
But
on
if
your
he
name.
gets out on bail, what does it matter?
I mean, it's only $20,000.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
imagine he has the money if he was spending $11,000 a month.
He just needs to make
on
sure that the
steroids.
money he makes from the video is less than his bail, or more than his
How
bail.
does someone's abs even get to that point? Like, look how
It doesn't
they're
look
bulging out of his body.
I love a buff man, but
Yeah.
it's a little bit. I'm not sure if I look like. I don't.
I've been in the gym the last few weeks just trying
Branson
to.
has been on his fitness kick.
I have been on my fitness kick, which I think also led to my heart issue that we just
Oh,
spoke about.
not
But
the
I may be
Oreos.
going a little too hard, but you know, steroids is never the move. And you said it messes with your head.
Yeah.
Not just this head, it also messes with the
Okay.
the other one, allegedly. You
Oh
know,
my lord.
it causes problems in that
Branson.
sense, which is why a lot of guys don't take steroids. We'll
Right,
have to
but that
see where
could be
this
why
goes.
he's acting like. I think to me he looks less
Well, obviously,
masculine
I
than
think-
ever, and that's his whole goal is to look masculine.
I think obviously he'll get out on that
Obviously.
very low bond. I'm really gonna follow this guy today, and I'm gonna see
Okay.
what kind of content comes out of this.
We'll keep you updated.
All right, well, moving on to our final story.
Favorite story.
This was kind of surprising.
Yeah, it was. This was Taylor Swift's first appearance, like singing, since Eras Tour and since her reclaiming her masters now.
Right. Well, Taylor
That's a big
Swift,
deal.
she shocked fans in Nashville. She made a surprise performance at Travis Kelce's Tight Ends and Friends charity concert held at Music City's Brooklyn Bowl. She performed Shake It Off. We have the video, and I got to say, she sounds great. Let's play it.
Some would say that he never misses a beat on his little adorable tambourine over there. Give it up for him once again. No, it's a beat. Lighting up a beat. That's what people say. That's what they don't say.
She
This
sounds
is so
great.
awesome. This is awesome.
Do you
sh-
think that she charged anybody for this?
So the face value ticket, I looked it up, was $65. And if you compare that to the Eras Tour tickets, okay, the night that I went in LA, like was over $2,000. So
$2,000?
going up to 4K.
Did you spend $2,000?
No, I bought it at like
Okay.
in the pre-sale, but like,
Okay.
yeah, I spent 4K.
Hey, I know
No,
somebody that did.
But that's insane.
Yeah.
If I could, I would. But what I'm saying is $65 for these people that went to this charity event, and then
Yeah.
they're getting it for like 65 is crazy.
That's a great price. I mean, this is her, like we said, this is her first performance.
Since the Eras Tour and
Eras
since
Tour.
her reclaiming her masters, which means she owns all of her music now. That was not always the case. So her singing since the first, she owns all of her music.
Right.
That's like amazing.
I'm happy to see Travis and Taylor out again.
Okay.
I'm rooting for them. I think it's been a little too long now. I think it's time to maybe pull out the engagement ring and just
Okay.
wrap this thing up because it's taking a little too long.
The engagement's taking too long?
Yes, it's taking
Okay.
way too long.
I
We
feel
have
like
seen them at-
everyone can. I feel like you have to understand that this girl, she got famous for singing about her situationships, her exes, whatever. The reason that she's not as, I think, after the Eras Tour, there's nothing to sing about when you're happy.
Mhm.
Could we agree on that? Like her whole career is like singing, and she does have some happy songs. But right now, I think she's just relaxing with Travis, going to his events to support him. He went to all of those Eras
Right.
tours. He performed with her on Eras. Like that's a big deal.
She went to hockey with him.
She
as
went
well.
to like she's supporting him right now. She's relaxing. Can you imagine reclaiming something that like your master's like you've been wanting for years? Like
Right.
she's just relaxing. She's playing acoustic guitar. Like you know what I mean?
I do have a theory.
What?
Maybe not a theory, but just a claim.
It better be nice.
A hot take. I feel like Taylor Swift will never get to the peak that she was at.
I don't think anyone
Again.
will get to that peak, so she doesn't need to like even worry about it.
I don't know. I think that she got so high,
Okay.
and then she had to pull back, had to step into the shadows.
But when
a
you
little
reach
bit.
all your dreams, like it's not like she's stopping work altogether.
Sure.
Like I think once you hit your career goal, like everyone in this room has their career goal, and then once you hit it, you're like, I can chill now. I can focus on my man. I can like if she wants to build a family, do that. I can do surprise singing things at events.
Sure. I mean, I really hope that this is the NFL season that Travis finally gets down on one knee. We see Kansas City
Do you
back
think
at
he
the
would
Super Bowl.
propose like at a game, or do you think they would do it private?
I'm making the call right now. Travis Kelce, if Kansas City goes to the Super Bowl this year, he will propose to her at the Super Bowl.
I think she would want something more like
So sure, he's giving us the thumbs down here,
No.
but
If you know anything
has
about
to.
her, I don't think it would be public like that.
what if they're already married?
That would be.
They could already be married.
Yeah.
Court marriages are happening all the time.
But they seem very like this is awesome that she's supporting him. I really like. I'm
Right.
happy for her.
I'm happy. Yeah, no,
I think she went through a lot in the media. Like I do. Like all
Right.
celebrities do. But like, I feel like this is her like relaxing era.
All right, well, let's get to some comments. All right, this is your first comments.
I'm nervous.
Steph. Let's hope there's nothing terrible here. So we'll start with Diddy. I don't know how to say this name. I'm going to say Ms. You Know It. If Diddy didn't have good lawyers, he would have been toast. I mean, I think that goes with any defendant. You know, if you
Right.
can have an amazing legal team, then you have a much bigger chance of getting off on things. Stoner mom, free your mind. If they don't sentence him, he's going to be unstoppable. I was thinking about that. Like, what's going to happen if he completely gets off? You know, people
It
like
sends the
Cassie.
worst message possible. to
People like
everyone.
Cassie, you know, all these people that testified or spoke in court. Are they going to be like? Are they going to feel safe with Diddy out there with all these allegations that they've made?
Yeah, I think
I've thought
so.
about
It's
that.
more about like what else can everyone get away with at that point.
Right. Next comment, Shandy Sunshine Dory says, prosecution is just trying to make sure the jury looks at the key things they need to get the win we all want.
Right. They need to narrow it down.
And I always say court of public opinion is what matters the most. People have made their, I think, decisions about how they feel about Diddy at this point, right?
Yeah.
People have made their decisions.
Yeah.
So life's never going to be the same, even if he gets off. Few miscellaneous comments. Steph, you want to go for these ones?
Shandy Sunshine Dory said, "You both look amazing today. I miss the Charlies though. Also behind the bar is amazing."
They will be back soon. Like I said, Charlie Cotton is on vacation right now, much needed vacation. And
Yeah,
Charlie
don't
Neff
worry, guys. I won't be here every week.
is so busy. Again, the Diddy stuff. And Jeff Bezos and Lauren Sanchez's wedding is this week. too.
Right.
We've been breaking headlines like crazy all
Sure.
week, and Charlie Neff has been directly involved in a lot of that.
Sure.
So next comment here, Marcy P said, "Hi, Branson, and who's the pretty blonde?
Thank you.
Next fashionista like Charlie Neff." LOL.
Love Charlie.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you, Marcy.
Thank you.
That
You're
was
always so
very nice
kind
of
to
you.
us on here.
Does Marcy comment a lot?
She's up here every
Aw,
day. She always sends
Marcy.
nice comments.
Thanks, Marcy.
Last comment, David Zaldivar. Charlie Neff is a hard-working woman. I think
She
David Zaldivar is Charlie Neff's biggest fan.
Aw.
I've noticed that being behind the computer there. So we'll let Charlie know. We'll let Charlie know
Yeah, I'll
that
go
you
tell
said
her
that.
at her desk right now.
And well, thanks for coming on,
Thanks
Steph.
for having me, guys.
How'd you feel about your first TMZ podcast?
It's less nervous than the other podcast.
Well, Stephanie, she has her own podcast, TMZ Verified, that she hosts with Alexa Clone,
Mhm.
and they do it together.
Yeah, we talk about all influencer news and like trending topics that you would see on TikTok. Like if you see a TikTok and you're like, wait, what happened with that? We'll update you.
Right. It's great. We're filming one today.
Mm-hmm.
We have a special
Love Island.
Love Island. Charlie from Love Island is going to
Yep.
be doing an interview with them.
Big deal.
And this comes out tomorrow. You do not want to miss this, especially if you're a Love Island fan.
Mhm.
And in the future, we're probably going to be getting a lot more Love Island people.
That's what I
possibly.
hear.
So it's really, really exciting. It
Yeah.
comes out
Once they
tomorrow.
come off they'll come and talk to us.
Exactly. Once they're eliminated, they come to you guys and they cry their eyes out.
Right.
So great. Okay. Thank you, Steph.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, you guys. Have a great day.